On the corner of Eden and Grace. Exterior, Goldman House. Day. Rosie hops into Boone's car. She can hardly contain her joy in seeing him. Boone knows it, and he eats it up.
Aren't you supposed to be in summer school?
I got thrown out.
Boone laughs, floors the gas, and they drive away too fast for Grace Lane. He takes a curve sharply, so Rosie's slight body slides close to him. Exterior, Pennypack Park. Day. Pennypack Park is very green and lush. A creek runs through it. Private places to park cars and make out. Boone pulls into the park, then drives deep into the woods on a dirt road. Interior, Thunderbird. Day. Boone has turned off the engine. The top is down. Rosie sits against the door, her body turned towards Boone. She looks at him adoringly. He turns and gives her a dazzling and hungry smile. Rosie giggles and reaches beneath the seat and pulls out a square object.
What's what, Rosebud? Protection from Danny boy?
Just stay there a sec.
Rosie reveals a Polaroid camera. She points it at Boone, who mugs for the camera.
Smile.
Boone is beaming. Rosie shoots, then pulls the film from the camera. She holds it by the edge and dangles it in front of Boone. Boone moves in closer, and they watch his image appear. Close up on the image. It is breathtaking. They are both silent, admiring it. It is how Boone sees himself through Rosie's eyes.
That's real nice, Rosebud.
You like it?
Boone takes the picture and the camera from her hand and places them back on the floor.
I like you.
Rosie melts. She has been waiting for this. They make out ardently. Boone reaches up and unties the top of Rosie's scarf, revealing her small, perfect breasts. Boone touches them, lowers his face, buries it in her neck, lowers again, and kisses her breasts. Boone reaches one hand down to the floor of the car. Suddenly, he pulls away from Rosie, and with the camera in his hand, he snaps a picture of Rosie, lost in her ardor, topless and bare.
Danny!
It's too late. He's taken the picture and moved to the driver's side of the car. He rips the film from the camera, drops the camera to the floor, and holds the developing picture in front of him. Rosie scrambles to pull the scarf back up to cover her breasts with one hand, while lunging towards Boone, trying to grab the picture with the other.
Boone! Give me that now!
Boone continues to tease her, lifting the film above his head. Rosie fumbles, loses control of the scarf, and she's exposed again. She gives up, moves to the passenger side, and carefully ties the scarf behind her neck.
I have Rosie's titties in my hand.
Boone looks down at the picture. He gets very quiet, close up on the image. Rosie, very frightened, young, and vulnerable. Boone is moved.
You look nice. You really do.
Let me see.
Boone takes the picture with one hand still attached to the corner and moves it towards Rosie. Rosie tries to grab it from his hand and succeeds in getting a grip on the picture. She smears the face.
Hey, what do you do that for?
Close up on image. Rosie's thumb has erased her face. Her breasts are still visible.
Well, at least you kept the best part.
Rosie gathers her pocketbook and camera and gets out of the car. Exterior, Pennypack Park. Day. Rosie runs into the woods until she comes to a clearing by the creek. She sits on a tree stump, watching 3 boys climb up a hill. She sees their reflection in the water, where it looks like they are descending underwater. Rosie stares, transfixed. Boone comes up behind her. He bends down and puts his head to her ear.
Penny for your thoughts?
Rosie doesn't answer.
Can you let me in on it?
Rosie gives him a quick glance and turns away. Boone makes puppy dog faces.
I'm sorry.
Rosie is clearly affected by this.
So are you going to tell me?
N-antidromia.
Huh? What?
As above, so below.
You know what?
N-antidromia. It's from Carl Jung, a psychologist. When your conscious mind is going too much in one direction, the opposite starts happening in your unconscious.
But if it's unconscious, how would you know?
Just because you don't see something doesn't mean it's not happening.
I don't get it. I'm just not that deep.
Look, see these boys? They think they're climbing. Look at the water. They have no idea that they're going under.
Boone tosses a stone in the water and dissolves the reflection.
Not everything has to mean something. You think too much anyway.
That's what my mother says to me.
I used to think a lot.
You did?
Sure, when my mother was alive. I used to ask her questions all the time.
Oh, I bet you were adorable.
She used to tell me I'd make a good lawyer.
I can see that. You're very persuasive.
So how come I haven't persuaded you to fuck me?
Boone, be serious.
I am being serious. You know you want to make love to me.
Boone moves closer. He takes Rosie's hand and places it on his fly. She lets it stay a few seconds longer than she should.
And it's pretty clear I want you.
You do? Why?
Well, we just established that you're really smart. You read young and you know words like enantiodramia. And you're sexy as shit and you don't even know it, which makes you even hotter. And you want me so bad that you'll just explode when I come inside of you.
Boone!
Just trust me. You're holding so much passion inside of you, you'll feel like a new person when you let it all out.
No. Not now.
What do you want to hear? Oh, Rose, precious Rose, I love you now and forever, and I want to marry you. I want you to be the mother of my children. Life doesn't work that way, Rose. There's only here and now.
Rosie doesn't answer. It's clear it's exactly what she wants. She stares intently at Boone. He starts to get a little uncomfortable under her gaze.
A lawyer, huh?
My mother thought I would make a great judge.
Well, you are kind of judgmental.
I just want to make things right in the world so the bastards wouldn't win. The bastards always win.
Rosie stares at Boone as if she is sizing him up.
What are you looking at?
I'm picturing you in your judicial robes.
How do I look?
Boone starts dancing and singing.
Here come the judge, here come the judge. The court's in session, now here come the judge.
Rosie pulls out her camera. Boone stands with one arm lifted, as if he's holding up the scales of justice. In the other, he's picked up a thick stick, and he is using it as a gavel. Rosie snaps a picture. They stand together, holding the picture, waiting for it to develop. As the image appears, they both become serious.
You look so... You could be a judge one day, Danny.
That's me, from the principal's bench to the court bench.
I love you.
Boone moves close to Rosie. He places his hand on her thighs. His hand climbs up through the leg of her shorts, and his fingers move inside of her. He leaves them there for a moment, then withdraws his hand, placing it over Rosie's mouth. He licks and kisses his own hand. Boone slowly moves his body close to Rosie's, places his leg between hers, presses his pelvis against her hips. He moves his lower body in a circular motion. Once Rosie starts moving with him, he abruptly stops.
Well then, I think it's time for you to prove it.
Boone walks towards the stream, picking up stones along the way. He stands at the edge and skips stones across the stream. Rosie pulls herself together, takes the camera, gets Boone in her sights, and shoots another picture.